Nctv45 The Train, anytime on your time.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
And now it's time to get to the birthdays as we always do. Pat Santini, happy birthday. Heather Reed Donaldson, happy birthday. Lorraine Jeremita, happy birthday. Kenneth Sanderson, happy birthday. Linda Polanski Pitzer, happy birthday. Jody McCowan, happy birthday. Joey Flora, happy birthday. Make sure you get that second piece of birthday cake and celebrate all week long. On Target Printing, 1319 West State Street. No job is too big or too small. Turnaround on most jobs, 24 hours. We make you look good on paper. Now it's time to get to the activities for your week. Tuesday, it's a recruiting event. The PA Department of Corrections will be at the PA Career Link on South Mercer Street. On Wednesday, Riardo's has trivia night. On Thursdays at 6 o'clock, and Riardo's trivia night starts at 8. The recruiting event starts at 10, just to let you know. Now, on Thursday, Gallery Talk, the Naval Art of Thomas Hart Benton at the Hoyt Arts and Education. That'll be at 6 o'clock. On Thursday, January Chef Table Island Dreaming at Luva Bella, 6 o'clock, and they're having a barbecue event there, just to let you know. On Thursday at 7, feature performer Brian Bonapane will be at the Confluence. It's Crazy Trivia Night down in Elwood City on Thursday. And also on Friday at the Slippery Rock Golf Club event center, 7 p.m. T.C. Davis and Jason Martin will be live. So there's some events going on for you for the week. Make sure that you check those out. They sound great. Newswatch rolls on, and some important things to know. If you feel like dancing, well, Scott Township Fire Hall, from 6:30 to 9:30, they'll be having a dance today. So make sure that you check that out. Remember that, and Mondays, they have board games at First Presbyterian Church. Here's Josh to tell you more.
Hello and welcome into
Remember, beat the afternoon slump. Do you get like about 2 or 3 o'clock? Maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later, but you get into a slump. You've been hustling around all morning, and suddenly the one thing is you can't concentrate, and you think, well, I'm taking a nap. But sadly, taking a snooze under your desk or work isn't considered professional. This happens to everybody. So even those that get a good night's sleep sometimes, could be something you ate, could be just you're distracted, it's winter. So here's a little couple ideas that might make you feel a little bit better. Go for a walk, get a drink of water. Stop by a friend, cubicle, or if at home, call a friend, and perhaps they could cheer you up, get you awake. A little bit of motivation and movement. This will make it easy to get through your day. So a little story there on maybe giving yourself a little boost. Now, here's a good idea. Gutchies for Kids. Yeah, the United Way and Connerly Cleaners. They're taking part in this Gutchies for Kids. Gutchies slang for underwear, socks, long underwear. Boy, did we need it last week. You can drop those off at the United Way, Connerly Cleaners, the Confluence, just to name a few, or out in New Wilmington on the Shannock Avenue. They have a place out there that you could drop those things off. So make sure that you give it a try. Now, here's another type of information for you. You know, the Hoyt always has these classes, and that's not it, but they always have these classes that are good to get you through the winter blues. Okay, and well, on Tuesday, they're going to be starting their next session. Make sure that you give them a call. I think you'll enjoy it. And they have them not just for kids after school, but also for adults. So give the Hoyt a call. You'll be glad you did. As we continue through Newswatch, and here's a reminder, the Department of Aging Medicare Advantage open enrollment period is now underway. It'll go from January 1st, which we're in January, to March 31st. Make sure that any of the decisions you're making, you sign up and get everything squared away. It's very, very important. Now, let's go to Josh once again as he tells us about the library.
Hello and welcome, and reporting live right in front of the Newcastle Public Library. And speaking of them, they've received another additional $50,000 match. The Newcastle Public Library's capital campaign has gotten a boost, which will not only help fund much needed renovations, but enable donors to stretch their gifts. The drive, dubbed Elevate the Newcastle Public Library, has a $200,000 target goal for Phase 1. The primary goal of the campaign is to modernize the elevator, which has been out of service since November. With community donations, that work can begin, eventually enabling the Youth Services Department to return to its home on the second floor. The library is very grateful to everyone who has donated or made a pledge for the library. Director Andrew Henley said, quote, while it seems we have a lot further to go, another generous donor, has made a remarkable pledge. A library patron is offering a dollar-for-dollar match up to $50,000. Henley noted that the person who has requested anonymity has worked in the education field. The donor knows the importance of a library and has seen the positive effects on young scholars, he explained. The generous donation is beyond impactful. Those wishing to make a donation may go to ncdlc.org/elevate or send a check to the Newcastle Public Library at 207 East North Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. The checks must be made out to the Newcastle Public Library with the words "Elevate" in the memo line. All donations are tax deductible. So great story here from the Newcastle Public Library. Make sure you go check out their website and check out the Newcastle Public Library. Of course, open 7 days a week. So I'm Josh Horner reporting live for NCTV45.
Well, Josh, thank you. That was stupendous. Make sure you book it on over to the library and support the library system here in Lawrence County. We're going to take this break. We'll be right back.
This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine.
Hello and welcome to Lindy's Lunch. Yes, whether it's their great breakfast or just like it says, lunch, it's great anytime. Yes, it's Lindy's Lunch. For the best, stop by. Give us a call. Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner Report. Let's get to the NBA as we embark on your Tuesday. 7 o'clock, Denver at Indiana. 7:30, TNT, the Knicks and Brooklyn get together. Utah, and that game's in Brooklyn. Utah and the New Orleans Pelicans at 8 o'clock. Portland at Oklahoma City, also at 8 o'clock. Your nightcap, TNT. Lakers at the Clippers, and that's at 10 o'clock. Now, as we skate over, if you would, to NHL hockey. Your lineup looking like this, and keep in mind, this is really kind of different. There's only one game on the plus, I'll tell you about it. Everything else, I guess, would be local listings. Ottawa at Montreal, 7 o'clock. Dallas at Detroit, 7 o'clock. Tampa Bay at Philadelphia, 7 o'clock. 7:30, Vegas at the New York Knicks. Washington, the Caps at Minnesota at 8 o'clock. St. Louis at Calgary, 9 o'clock. Columbus at Edmonton, 9 o'clock. And then 10 o'clock, the lone game, Buffalo at Anaheim. That game on the plus in Hulu. And then 10:30, San Jose at home taking on the New York Rangers. So that, after being on the plus the whole time, they really don't have a lot of games on the plus as you move forward. Well, let's talk about college basketball as the Duquesne Dukes that really need to get back in the winning graces. And they're on the plus at 7 o'clock. They're home against St. Bonaventure. As we continue on, the Pitt Panthers, they're in action, and they're on the road taking on Georgia Tech, 7 o'clock on ESPNU. Now, all these local teams, West Virginia, the Mountaineers take to the road, University of Central Florida, 7 o'clock. That on the plus and the Big 12 network. So let's go Mountaineers. Good luck to the Dukes and the Pitt Panthers. Now, elsewhere in college basketball, and there's always a wealth of games on. Here you go. St. Joe's at Mass, 7 o'clock. That game on the plus. Kent State at Bowling Green, 7 o'clock. That game on the plus. Ohio at Akron, 7 o'clock. That game on the plus. As you get to the 9 o'clock hour, Michigan at Purdue, 9 o'clock. That game on Peacock. The 10 o'clock hour, and 10:30 to be exact, Boise State at Fresno State, FS1. That at 10:30. Arizona takes on UNLV, 11 o'clock. That game on the CBS Sports Network. So a lot of great college basketball action. All tips off at 6:30 with Dayton and LaSalle, that on the plus, and Butler at Georgetown, that on FS1. So head over to Cedars, get some great food, and by all means enjoy the games. We're going to take a time out. We'll be right back.
Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Los Amigos! Ladies and gentlemen, if you need a good bite to eat, make sure to check out Los Amigos. They got you covered with things such as tacos, burritos, mocha gente. It's Los Amigos. Los Amigos! Los Amigos! Los Amigos!
Since you were going for gas, you might as well fill up your tank too. Delicious food available at Morgan's. And that's just two exciting combos that they have. Morgan's, right across the line.
The Hoyt Arts and Education, with their, and it's legendary, their after-school programs for the youngsters, well, it continues. This week, camouflage has been used by people and animals to hide in plain sight for centuries. This week's lesson are all about using color and patterns for disguise. This hidden in plain sight begins on Tuesday, and following that, January 30th, Shapes and Shadows. Will Punxsutawney Phil see his shadow? That's for the youth to decide in lessons combining drawing, shading shadows with strong light source. The last project will be a positive and negative space to create a distance with cut paper. That will be followed by heroes and women heroes, as that will, heroines, I guess you want to call it. Then Sweet Arts on February 13th, wrapped around right where Valentine's Day is. On the Wall of Romir Braden, that on February 20th. And Take a Leap, that for Leap Month. This is a leap year, 27th through 29th. Off the Wall with Ava Zest will be on March 5th to the 7th. And then Pie Projects, yes, that March 12th, 312 to the 14th. So as that is Pie Day. And then on March 19th to the 21st, Off the Wall with Thomas G. McNichol. These art programs are free and open to Lawrence County students in grades 1 through 6. It's on a first come, first served basis and will be Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5:30. The doors open at 3. Help with homework and snacks and all materials are provided. So why not have the kids book it over to the Hoyt and enjoy those great programs? They'll be talking about it all winter. Newswatch, always looking out for you. Well, the home buyer classes, sponsored by the United Way and several of the financial institutions, it occurs on Tuesdays from 6 to 8. And, this Tuesday, no exception, as they will be covering Meet Your Bankers, and neighborhood legal services will follow that with learning about what you need to know about doing and securing a loan. The new year began with these United Way classes of Lawrence County United Way in partnership with Penn State Extension, 10,000 Friends, PA Board of Realtors. The home buyer classes help folks that are maybe in an ALICE situation, asset limited, income constraint, employed, to get the American dream. And the local financial institutions are providing $50 gift cards to the participants that complete the 5-week home buyer class. If you have questions on it, call 724-658-8528. And just to give you an idea, and I really wanted to get you this kind of information. Some of the topics that they have covered are these. And as I wait for my monitor to clear, the first topic was understanding your credit report, setting financial goals. This week, as I said, meet your local banker. Next week, neighborhood legal services and utilities. So, and you could tips and more. So 9, 16, 23, and 30. Then February 6th, they will end with having any class, any questions you might have. So make sure that you take a look at those homebuyer classes. They can be pretty helpful. Newswatch, caring about our community. Gutchies for Kids. Well, Gutchies for Kids is a program that was introduced to the community several years ago by Connie McMichaels of Connerly Cleaners and the United Way. Gutchies is a Western Pennsylvania slang for underwear. The Midwestern Intermediate Unit 4 has been a partner in this program and distributes the donated Gutchies to all school districts in Lawrence County. The items collected consists of underwear, socks, pajamas, long underwear in all sizes. Gutchies for Kids program continues to grow based on the ALICE, Asset Limited Income Constrained Employed Population in Lawrence County. ALICE stands for just that which I named, and 41% of the residents of Lawrence County are families struggling with financial and basic necessities such as rent, utilities, food costs, and clothing, and may be purchased last on the list. Dawn Kremer, Executive Director for CRAE Youth and Family Services, reported that some children are coming to school without any underclothing, and the Gutchies for Kids Drive is a welcome program to clothe the children in our community. The collected items will be distributed to all school districts in Lawrence County through the IU4. Wendy Kinner, Regional Coordinator for Homeless and Foster Care Children in our area. Children are often coming from homes where these basic items and sources, unfortunately, are a growing issue in our area. We have the drop-off sites are Connerly's Cleaners, the Confluence, Brookshire Hathaway Services in New Wilmington, and the United Way of Lawrence County. If any club, church, or business would like to participate in this ongoing collection, please feel free to contact the office at 724-658-8528 or visit the website lawcty.org and collect some gutchies for kids.
Today's programming furnished by a grant from Joseph's Supermarket. Special thanks to Joseph's.
Los Amigos! Make sure to check out Los Amigos on West State Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. It's Los Amigos. Los Amigos! Los Amigos! Los Amigos!
Hello and welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. Well, after last night's low of 30 with snow and ice and rain all about, how is your Tuesday looking? Look at local radar. You could see the precipitation around us, national radar, showing that it's imminent and it's going to be around for a while. As most of the country, cloud cover extends from coast to coast, and there's not really anything you could say about it. So let's take a look at your forecast. Last night, 30. Cloudy degrees with rain, snow, everything about. 90% chance of precipitation. It'll start off maybe in the form of snow and then change. On your Wednesday, 39 and 44, 90% chance of rain. Going into your Thursday, more of the same. Rain, 90% chance, 49 and 46. Going into Friday, don't expect a change, folks. 51 and 37, by the 30% chance of rain, and I believe you will see a lot more rain that day than they're saying. Now on Saturday, 46 and 35, 60% chance of rain, and that's exactly why. As more rain comes down. You dry out on Sunday a little bit later in the day, 40 and 28, 60% chance. Here comes Monday, and, well, it is drier as you get 35 and 27, but the cloud cover about. So that was Lawrence County 45 weather. Expect rain right up to the weekend, through the weekend, turning off late Sunday night, and then your cloud cover on Monday. Let's take a look at the weather chart and then hear from those great people who would like to hear from you.
At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili and has been for nearly 100 years since we opened in 1923 with our chili locator on our website. Want to own your own MP Coney Island? Now you can with our franchise system. At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili.
Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
Nctv45 always giving you these great little health tips. This in from Healthline. Beat the afternoon slump once and for all. Oh, the dreaded 2 p.m. slump. You've been hustling, working all day, and maybe even running around. Suddenly, the one thing you always have been able to concentrate on or do is really becoming difficult. And taking a nap seems like it becomes an everyday occurrence. Maybe you're real tired at that time. But taking a snooze under your desk or at work isn't considered professional. This happens to all of us, even though you get a good night's sleep. So what can you do about it? Well, here's a little suggestion. Go for a short walk, not a high-speed walk, just walking around. It may tend to revise you. Get a drink of water. Socialize with a counterpart or somebody at work or at home. That little bit of movement can get you up, ready, and maybe even get some fresh air. That tip from Healthline and Nctv45.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of Nctv45 Newswatch. As you get out and about today, make sure you tell a friend, and have a friend tell a friend about Nctv45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, oh, geez, I don't watch a lot of TV, why, you tell them this. That's right, we're Nctv45 The Train, and we're available anytime on your time. A train that runs on your schedule. Why, that's Nctv45. Now, as you go through your day, make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. See you again real soon.